You sure that's Wyatt Earp down there riding shotgun?
Wells Fargo advertised he's going to take that stage through to Hays, Kansas. There's the ad. Read it yourself.
Point is, what are we going to do about Earp?
Gonna kill him and rob the stage.
You mean take all the boys and ride down there and blast him, huh?
No, this time we're gonna use an old engine trick. Earp won't die right away, but in the end he'll be just as dead.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt's old friend and former employer, Wells Fargo and Company, operated an important stage line connecting the Santa Fe at Dodge City with the Union Pacific at Hays, Kansas. 100 miles of wilderness stretched between the two railroads. It was a natural hunting ground for the stage robbers, and in 1878, the Purvis gang moved south to prey upon the shipments of money and bullion entrusted to Wells Fargo. Packing guns, drunk and disorderly in the street, fist fight. Anything else?
Yeah, this one resisted arrest.
That's probably 5 more days for you. Well, howdy, Mr. Tom Russell.
Howdy, Wyatt.
Mr. Masterson, put him in the cell. Come on back for the powwow.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Now, you look pretty good shape.
Feel pretty good.
Wells Fargo never thinks of me anymore unless they're in some kind of trouble. Now, what brings a chief special agent all the way from San Francisco?
The whole Purvis gang is camped at your back door.
Sit down. Now, they're operating in Hodgman and Pawnee counties, aren't they?
Yeah, I know it isn't your territory, so the company forgives you.
Well, that's nice. Hey, that's a mighty handsome ring you got there. New, isn't it?
Old-timer's ring. The company just started awarding him.
Old-timer's ring, huh? Oh, I like the design.
You stamp it in red wax on a letter, and the big chief himself reads it. And all the power and glory of Wells Fargo is at my command.
Well, I'm an old-timer. They ought to give me one.
Maybe they will.
What's the catch?
Find me a map of Kansas, Wyatt. I'll show you.
All right.
And you know, we're supposed to be like the Texas Rangers. Touch a Wells Fargo stage, and if it takes 10 years, we'll get you.
Well, you always do, Mr. Tom.
Well, that sure makes for a lot of long chases, though.
Ah, that's just the point, Mr. Masterson. The Purvis outfit are real rough boys. They don't scare easy.
Hard men, huh?
Wyatt and I were joshing before you came in. He wants an old-timer's ring like this one.
Very nice.
I told him there'd be a catch.
Yeah, what is it?
Ride shotgun on one of our stages, north to Hays. And let us advertise in the local paper that you're going to do it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wyatt'd be asking for trouble, Mr. Russell.
Yes, he would.
I can think of a lot more sensible ways of you getting killed.
Mr. Russell's got the makings of a good idea. I'm your man on one condition. You and Mr. Masterson follow behind me with a posse.
How close?
10 miles.
Well, what good would that do? You'd be dead and the money gone.
Mr. Masterson, I'm asking Wells Fargo to do me a big favor.
A posse? I don't quite understand why.
I want the Purvis gang caught. If they do jump the stage, you'll be close enough behind to pick up a fresh trail, not 10 years from now either.
All right, Wyatt. I'll wire the main office and see if I can get permission. And don't let Mr. Masterson talk you out of it. I'll be at the hotel, Wyatt.
Right, see you later.
You and Wells Fargo. What, have they got a mortgage on you or something?
No, I owe them, Mr. Masterson. They gave me a job when I was nothing but a kid. They trusted me with passengers, teams, and money. Why do you think you owe me?
Well, that's different.
Oh. I took you on when you were just 20 years old as a deputy.
Well, yeah, but that's personal. You Wells Fargo's a big company.
No, sir. It's a fine name, and they got a great reputation. No, they fought for law and order in trails that you never rode and in towns that you never heard of.
All right. Well, look, will you make the distance to the posse 5 miles?
No. Purvis and his gang would see the dust at 5 miles. You'd scare them off.
10 miles. And I promise to give you a decent Christian burial.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Masterson.
20. Wells Fargo and their $20 bill. I'm going to write their president and tell him to send their payroll shipments in hundreds.
Hey, Danny.
Oh, shut up. You made me lose my place.
This file, Danny.
Thanks.
This is something you ought to see.
A newspaper? I never read them.
You better read this one. They hired Wyatt Earp to ride shotgun.
Wyatt Earp?
Our regular stage bound for Hayes and Northern Points will leave Dodge City at 9 a.m. as usual tomorrow. Marshal Wyatt Earp will ride shotgun. The stage will carry men passengers only, and they will ride at their own risk. Wells Fargo and Company.
You know, Danny, if Wyatt Earp is riding shotgun, there must be an awful lot of money on that stage.
Pinkham, you got a brain. Of course there's a lot of money on it. 20.
Now, Mr. Masterson, I want you to give us exactly a 1 hour head start. You'll be traveling faster than us, so I want you to make check stops here, Jones Hill here, right at the beginning of the Narrows, making time allowances. Now, we all know the schedule of the stage. I have a firm agreement with the Wells Fargo Company to keep that posse 10 miles back at all times. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm still against taking passengers, Wyatt. I think we should pile freight in the coach.
Well, that'd be a dead giveaway. Now, that gang has never hurt any passengers yet. Now, the agent over at the stage depot has been told to repeat the warning that people are going to be traveling at their own risk. Besides, we may not have any passengers, in which case I suggest we load with freight.
I'll settle for that.
You know, actually, I don't think Purvis is going to jump us. Not because I'm riding shotgun, but because I think he'll smell a trap.
He's not that smart.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I agreed to this deal. Just how smart is Danny Purvis? I've always been a fool for questions like that. Right, Hal?
Yeah. No, you're a fool for Wells Fargo.
Well, I'll tell him the truth, Mr. Tom.
The truth?
Well, sure. I've always wanted an old-timer's ring like yours. Say, who's going to be driving number 8?
Pat Duncan.
Well, he's a good man, but I'd rather have Milt Caney.
Milt's loco.
Well, Mr. Masterson, in order to be a great stage driver, you gotta be a mite local. Now, you, put Milt Caney on the box. I rode with him once through an Apache ambush on the Phoenix Trail. He was popping Indians off the lead horses with a black snake whip. It was like swatting flies.
All right, Wyatt. Milt Caney.
I just got one final question, Mr. Tom.
What's that?
Does your company pay for Wyatt's funeral?
All expenses, Bat.
Let's break this up. Tomorrow may be a busy day.
Before you buy your tickets, read that.
Well, what does it say?
Our regular stage bound for Hayes and Northern Points will leave Dodge City at 9 a.m. as usual tomorrow. Marshal Wyatt Earp will ride shotgun. The stage will carry men passengers only, and they will ride at their own risk.
There must be robbers in the trail, or they wouldn't be warning us.
So what if there are? There's gold in the Black Hills.
We could wait one day, Sammy.
Gold claims don't wait. I'm going.
Okay.
What? I think it's much ado about nothing.
Well, could be, Milt.
I've got to write them bosses in San Francisco another letter. They ain't answered my last one yet. And they ain't sent me my old-timer's ring, neither.
Well, give them time. They've been kind of busy.
What? You was always a clean-living boy. How do you stand with him now?
Him? You mean the good Lord? Well, I guess I can only claim a fair to middling rank.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Well, thank you. That's mighty kind of you.
Oh, take nothing. You imps of Satan. Do you see this? I want you to keep a tight trace on this trip, and I don't want no biting or snorting or staggering. You hear me? What? You check the passengers. I've got to cuss these horses in a quiet way. Now, Joe, I want to tell you something.
Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. But there are no women allowed on this trip.
Who's putting me off? My name is Wilkins, young man, and I'm a great-grandmother. My first great-grandson was born up to Hayes last week, and I aim to see him. And I aim to go on this coach.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wilkins, but you see, the company thinks there's going to be some trouble.
Trouble? I've had trouble all my life.
I'm sure you could postpone your trip one day. You see, there's liable to be some shooting.
Young man, when you get to be my age, you don't postpone things. Now, you just climb up there in the boot, young fella, and if the bandits give you any trouble, I'll give you a hand.
Yes, sir.
3 passengers, Marshal Earp.
4.
Huh?
Grandma Wilkins is going along.
Oh, no. The company gave me strict orders.
All right, you pull her off.
You just try it, and there'll be a fight.
Will you explain it to Wells Fargo, Mr. Earp?
Yeah.
All right, there's the money box. You sign here.
I'm Sam Price, Marshal. This is my partner, Ned Hilling.
Clayton. Lee Clayton.
Mr. Price, Mr. Hilling, Mr. Clayton. Climb aboard, gentlemen.
Wyatt's wrong, you know. They're gonna jump him just as soon as he gets across that county line.
Wyatt said 10 miles. I gave him my word.
Hal.
Yeah?
Look, I think we ought to follow Wyatt closer. How do you boys feel?
Same as you do, but Wyatt's running the show.
He said to wait an hour. I always try to be reasonable.
All right, then we go.
In 45 minutes.
Look, Mr. Russell.
Matt. Hold it, Mr. Russell's straining a point already.
Yeah.
Well, do we take it from here, Danny? Nope. We'll wait and see if a posse's following them. Then we'll ride along either side of them at rifle range. You understand?
You mean pick off Earp and the driver?
If we can shoot that good. If we can't, we'll have to move in a little closer and drop some of the horses.
And then close in.
Go divide the boys so we'll have some guns on the west side, too. Wait a minute. I don't want any of that fancy Jesse James stuff until I give the word.
Yes, sir. Bill, Ed, Charlie, you go over the other way.
Why can't we have some air in here?
The sun's on that side. It'll burn you up.
Second, we don't want to be setting ducks.
What?
We don't want to make ourselves targets for road agents.
City fellers. Road agents. They wouldn't jump us here. We're too close to Dodge City.
Grandma's right.
Do they usually shoot at the passengers?
Not unless some tarnation idiot shoots at them.
Won't we be expected to help Mr. Earp?
Well, that's what he's hired for.
Correct, Sonny, correct. But you let Mr. Clayton here help Marshal Earp. If it comes to that.
Not me, Grandma.
Oh, you're a gunfighting man, sure. I took a good look at your gun and holster. That holster's Texas hide, cured stiff for a quick draw, and all the blue ones worn off the front side of your coat. You got the eyes of a gunfighting man.
Relax, friends. I don't help no John Law.
Drat it. There, I dropped a stitch. Now, that's bad luck.
Is that Earp riding shotgun?
Too far to tell. As they come abreast of us, we'll start playing Indian with them.
Milt, riders.
You suppose they want us?
Yeah. Pull them up. I gotta get those passengers out.
Whoa!
Ho, ho!
What are we stopping here for?
What's going
Sorry, folks, but this is as far as we go.
What's happened?
Outlaws, Mr. Kenny and I are going to try to make a run for it. The rest of you out. Come on, Grandma.
I will not. I'm comfortable.
Well, I want out. Come on, Sammy. No, I've got a gun, Marshal. I'll help.
Come on, get out of there.
Well, shall we dust him?
Not yet. I'll tell you when.
There's a posse following us. You just wait here.
Come on, Mr. Clayton. Come on, Grandma.
Come on.
No.
Should I lift her up?
Yeah, but take it easy. Come on.
You just try it, you old coot, and I'll pick your eyes out with my knitting needles.
Come on, Grandma.
Now.
Get forward, them bullets.
I'll stay with Grandma.
All right.
Here, now save your cartridges. It's still a rifle fight.
I got a hunch they jumped Wyatt.
10 miles behind, Wyatt said.
Well, that doesn't go anymore. You come with me, or you mosey along with Russell?
Well, if you want to go fast, I'll race you there. Hiya!
All right.
We can't outrun them, Wyatt. Let's stop and make a fight of it.
Head for those boulders up there.
Okay.
Stay down there. You want to get yourself killed?
Oh. If I stay down there, I will get myself. Look at that. Good. I knew it. I knew you could do it. Come on.
I'm hit, Wyatt. Shoulder.
Give me the ring.
You all right?
Reload as fast as you can. Ed, you and Charlie and Fred keep after them. Rest of us will cut across through the narrows over here. They can't travel as fast over there.
No, they certainly can't.
We'll pick them off. Now go ahead and keep Wyatt apart so they won't know we split up.
Mr. Clayton! Mr. Clayton!
Mr. Clayton's been hit.
How bad?
Well, you don't hear him shooting, do you? I picked up his revolver. I'm reloading. What happened? They give up?
No, Grandma, I don't think so. It's some kind of a trick. Probably reloading back there somewhere. Here they come. Now you keep down so you don't get yourself shot. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Come on, Mr. Katie.
I'm afraid it can't be much help, Wyatt.
I know, but come on down.
Just try to keep the blood stopped.
Come on.
Get him over there on the rock.
Right. I'll take care of you now. Oh, just get out of my way now, boy. Say, what are you doing that for, sonny?
Trying to prevent a wreck and a runaway. Purvis knows we're heading into winding roads. He's cut his men in half. Sent half of them cross country. So they could pop up in front of us. Hey, get going. Whoa!
The minute that firing started again, those horses had run off and gotten themselves into a wreck. Busted up that stage.
Well, that's real good thinking, son. No sense in busting up a good stage and killing animals.
Come on, Milt. Grandma, pick up that Winchester. Let's go up the hill. Let's go.
Watch yourself. Just take it easy.
Get down in there, Milt. Stay there. Grandma, get up in the rock to the left. Come on. In the left. Now stay behind that rock. Start reloading that Winchester. Milt, you keep under cover.
I sure like a young feller that's got a brain, and you got one.
Hush up, Grandma. Here they come. Grandma, save your shots. You just keep reloading, I'll do the firing.
Posse better show up before we run out of bullets.
One, Sonny. How many are there?
I can't tell. Ted, reload that Budlon special. Give me that Winchester. Well, this might have been a good trick for Indians, but we ain't Indians. I think we ought to hide the horses and try to take Earp on foot.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Say, hope I didn't spoil nothing, Sonny. This darn thing almost jammed on me.
Thank you, Grandma. Hey, you're a pretty rugged gal.
Yeah, always was. But you should have known my grandma. Oh, Grandma was a case. Drat him.
Well, Grandma.
Say, here comes some men. Are they ours?
Well, they better be. Posse coming. Hold it, Travis.
Determined cuss, ain't he? Some people just won't stop at nothing.
You stay put. Drop your belts. Come on, Milt. All right, Wyatt. I told you 10 miles was too far. Stop yakking and go pick up the water.
All right, Wyatt.
Hey, you tough old buzzard. You're going to be good as new in a couple of weeks.
You folks sure did a good job. I can't make a Wells Fargo speech for you. Well, here. Mail it back when you get yours.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tom. Milt, hold out your good hand.
No joking.
Sure, you earned it. Now, when Wells Fargo sends you your own, why, you just mail that one back to Mr. Tom.
My old timer's ring. But I didn't pay for Wells Fargo. I only cussed their horses.
Say, Sonny, come on. Let's get moving. That little baby will be walking before his grandmother ever gets up to Hayes.
Grandmother, he may be walking by the time we find those horses.
Hey, Hal, give me a hand, will you?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.